Good morning everybody, and what better place to start my St. Petersburg video than the Hermitage Museum here in St. Petersburg. Just to let you know, this is the second largest art museum in the world. It was founded in 1764 when Empress Catherine the Great acquired an impressive collection of paintings from the Berlin merchant Johann Ernst Gotskowski. There you go. So the museum celebrates the anniversary of its founding each year on the 7th of December, which is St. Catherine's Day. So that's coming up in what, 5 or 6 days now. So this museum's been open to the public since 1852, and last year it attracted 4,956,524 visitors, and one of those was me. So the Hermitage is so huge that would literally take you weeks to go around the whole place and look at every exhibit. Alright everybody, today we have a very special and exotic visitor to the city of St. Petersburg. If you look over there behind that big building, somewhere behind there is a big yellow orb that some people call the sun. So there's not many sunny days in St. Petersburg in winter, so when the sun does shine you better get out here and enjoy it. So here we have Palace Bridge, and believe it or not, this is a drawbridge. So between 2 o'clock and 5 o'clock in the morning this thing opens up, and the purpose of that is not only to wow the tourists, but it's to let cargo ships down the river. Now over the other side of the river there we have the Peter and Paul Fortress, where you can see that huge spire. So this fortress was built by Peter the Great in the year 1703. Right everybody, so we're only in the first week of December now, and although it's pretty cold, it's not as cold as it's going to get, and later this month I believe this river will start to freeze. So that'll be a pretty cool sight to behold. You'll have boats coming down here cutting through the ice. And here everybody we have the Admiralty Building, which is the Naval Headquarters of St. Petersburg, built in 1800. This huge column here was built to commemorate Russia's victory over Napoleon's France. So there we have at the bottom of the column there a mural with a couple of angels and a suit of armor there with some shields, a lion at the bottom, and above that we have double-headed eagles or birds of prey. And here we have one of the most iconic sites in St. Petersburg and the world, the General Staff Building. So this was designed between 1820 and 1830 by the architect Rossi, and the project revolved around the architect's idea to unite two separate buildings with a triumphal arch. So it's a monument to Russia's victory in the War of 1812, and as you can see it's not just a straight arch. When you get down further, that second arch, it sneaks around the corner. Look at that cool clock. Здравствуйте. Do you speak English?
No.
No? Okay. Ah, you speak English,
Yes,
cool.
we arrested you. Open the camera, your phone, and let's do a picture. It's Russian tradition. We are Russian Royal Guard.
You have to open. I have to open my camera.
No, open. We can do this on this.
Yeah.
Yes, let's do. Give my friend.
I have to give my camera to your friend.
Yes, and stand with me.
Okay.
Как тут сфотографировать?
Don't steal my camera.
Подожди просто всё.
Куда нажать?
Just push and photo.
А куда нажимать?
Oh, maybe photo is better. This is a video camera.
So as I say,
Так, что происходит? Все нормально. Ага.
Okay.
so hug me.
Okay.
Let's smile.
With pleasure.
This is Russian dance. It will cost not much, 300 rubles plus.
I don't have any cash. I've only got
You
card.
can pay for card, okay?
But
It's
not.
no problem.
Yeah.
We have a terminal mobile bank. It's okay.
I'm going to leave it, thanks. But thanks
I
very
know.
much. I've got. I don't have much time to sort this
Do
stuff out.
photo 1 minute.
I gotta go. Thanks very much. Those girls wanted me to pay them 300 rubles for a photo, which works out to be £3 British. I thought that was a bit expensive, so I made my excuses and disappeared. So one of the great things about being here in St. Petersburg at the moment is that there's very few tourists around. So that's partly because it's winter, but mostly because of COVID-19, of course. So that's great for me. No crowds around. I'm paying very little for my hotel. Of course, I'm sorry for anybody who's been affected by the decimation of the tourist industry here. There's a lot of people trying to stop you on the street for one reason or another. No, I'm being chased by a wolf. Okay, everybody, I just wanted to reiterate how completely remarkable it is that it's so sunny today. Because just to let you know that in December, St. Petersburg gets an average of just 17 minutes of sunshine per day. So the fact that it's been sunny for hours and it's only 12:30 is really something else. I'm now on Nevsky Prospect, which is the main drag in St. Petersburg. It's a very, very long street that stretches from behind me, where the river is, for miles in this direction. And as you can imagine, there's beautiful buildings on both sides of the street, all the way up. There we have it, ladies and gentlemen. One of the most venerated icons in Russia, the Cathedral of the Lady of Kazan. We can see the Masonic symbol above the columns there, the all-seeing eye. So, getting closer now. This is the Cathedral of the Russian Orthodox Church. Huge building. It's just a shame that a lot of tourist attractions in St. Petersburg don't seem to be open at the moment because of this blasted coronavirus. Opposite the Kazan Cathedral, we have Dom Knigi, House of Books, and the building is owned by the Singer Company, famous for making sewing machines. And there's a cafe there as well, and it also serves as a headquarters of VKontakte. Now, for those of you that don't know what VKontakte is, it's basically the Russian version of Facebook. Now, believe it or not, that building across the other side of the road is a comedy theatre. Now, people in the West probably wouldn't associate Russia with comedy. Here we have a beautiful monument to Catherine the Great. You can see it was erected in 1873. Right, everybody, I'm now on Anachkov Bridge. Now, I think this is on the center of Nevsky Street, a very famous part of the city. We can see on each of the columns on the bridges we have some guys who look like they're trying to tame a horse. This poor guy's really struggling. It's a wild beast. Now, in summertime, this river is absolutely packed with cruise boats, tourist boats. But at the moment, very, very quiet. A few ducks lolling around. And this pink building near the bridge, I don't know how to pronounce this, but I'm going to do my best. Dvorets Belorusskik. So basically it's a historic neo-Baroque aristocratic residence and former home of Prince Beloselsky Bolazursky, whoever the hell he is. There's a guy here riding naked on horseback. I don't suggest that you try this at this time if you're in St. Petersburg. Here we have a stolovai. Now, a stolovai is basically a cheap buffet restaurant. So we can see the prices there. 46 rubles for a meat cutlet, or maybe two, I'm not sure. So in British money, that's about 45 pence. Borscht, 45 pence as well. Some salad for 38 pence. All right, good morning, everybody. It's another day in St. Petersburg. As you can see, not as sunny as yesterday. We're back in a more familiar weather pattern of grey skies, wind and cold. In fact, it feels a lot colder than yesterday. I'm going to have to do something. I'm going to have to upgrade my winter wardrobe and buy some jumpers. Because if I think this is bad, wait until I get to Siberia. Now, yesterday I showed you the Admiralty Building. And to give you an idea of how huge it is, I'm on another side of the building today. And look how beautiful it is. Got the golden spire there with a ship on top, some statues, a clock, and these people at the bottom holding up some globes. Okay, everybody, here I am at St. Isaac's Cathedral. This cathedral was built in 1818 and it took 40 years, 4 decades to complete. So it was completed in 1858. So St. Isaac's Cathedral was originally built as a cathedral, but was turned into a museum by the Soviet government in 1931, and it's remained a museum to this day. Now, recently in 2017, the governor of St. Petersburg offered to transfer the cathedral back to the Russian Orthodox Church. But this was unsuccessful due to the protests of St. Petersburg citizens opposing the offer. Did you catch all of that? Let's go and have a look inside. So these days, the cathedral works mostly as a museum, apart from one small section that they still hold services in, and they also hold feasts there. So I've got a ticket for the museum. It cost me 350 rubles, which is pretty reasonable. So today is one of my last chances to gain entry to museums and galleries, because I read yesterday that they're introducing some COVID restrictions and they're all going to be closed. So let's go and have a look inside. In we go.
Здравствуйте.
Здравствуйте.
Экскурсия слева. Оставайтесь, подождите экскурсовода.
No wearing of... Oh. Not allowed to wear hats in here. Can only imagine what my hair looks like. So presumably this is how they built the foundations of the cathedral. Some very interesting door here. The Great West Gate. Here we go. This is St. Peter. And let's see who this other chap is. St. Isaac. It's his cathedral. Okay, this is the architect that I told you about, Monferrana. So it looks like here we have the models of all the churches that have stood on this site, starting with this eeny weeny one here, getting bigger here, and then this one. And then here we have the modern day church. St. Catherine. So we can see this is in fact a printed screen, and behind there we have some construction work going on. I can see the scaffolding behind. Now, not sure if you can see on this side of the cathedral On the second pillar on the left there's some bullet holes. And if you look on the third pillar, somebody's taken a huge chunk out of it. It's nice how they've done every side of the cathedral in a very beautiful way and not just cheated and done the front and the back or something. So everybody, this beautiful building here is the Church of the Saviour on Spilled Blood. So it's a former Russian Orthodox church, and it currently works as a secular museum. Built between 1883 and 1907. So there we have it, a nice mosaic there. It's a very colourful building, isn't it? Alright everybody, so that was my video on St. Petersburg. I'm now at the airport in St. Petersburg on the way to Krasnodar in the south of the country. So thanks very much for watching, and stay tuned for the next video. Bye for now.